Alright, so what we're going to do now is we're going to start in with our snow, and what we want to do is have continuity with our main subject. So I mixed up alizarin crimson, ultramarine blue, and added a little bit of yellow ochre to it to gray it just enough to make it a nice kind of a purple color, but that it's slightly grayed so it's just not so garish, you know, looking at you. So I'm going to, and I added white to make a value scale. Now, this is kind of the color that I came up with. Nice warm snow color there. I want to make sure that I get some of these browns, just a hint of it. So I took a little bit of that burnt sienna yellow ochre mixture that I had used in the tail, and I mixed it in with some of this purple, and created a color that looks like it's sort of reflecting off of the squirrel. It'll make more sense as I go along. I just didn't want to just have boom, a snow color in the background behind it. I wanted to let these colors kind of work together, taper off into each other. So I created this warm color. And you can see I'm using a large brush. Again, I'm still not being real detail oriented at this point. I still may have some colors that I want to, or not colors, but I may have part of my drawing that I need to adjust. So I'm just keeping it nice and soft. So wherever I have these browns, and I know that there's some darker colors there, and we'll address that, but wherever I have these browns, I'm trying to play the snow color off of that. I'm going to dry wipe my brush. I want to go a little lighter value, and now I want to go into more of this purple color that I had mixed up. Let that kind of work a little bit into that color that's coming off of the squirrel. Lay the colors down, leave it alone. You can see how purple that is. It's a lot grayer in the photo. I kind of like having it to lean a little bit more on the colorful side. If you wanted to gray it down, the complementary color of purple would be yellow. So if I was to take some yellow ochre, that would come in and that would gray that down a little bit. Make it not quite as stark. So over here where it's the gray part of the squirrel, I want to be using more of the original snow mixture that I have. Again, let it kind of play off of the squirrel, nice soft edge. Dry wipe my brush, and now I'm going to try to get more into a really, really light snow color. Just kind of working this, just doing a little crisscross stroke here. Can't really tell much about the background behind the squirrel. You know, you can always get creative with this and add your own thing to it. You know, if the color, like this is a little bit on the red side, might have too much red in it, but for now I'm not going to mess with it because I know that I can come back and lighten it up and add more depth to it. Push that color up towards the squirrel and then stop. You'll be able to still see that white color. If I would have kept, running my brush over there, you would have lost it very quickly. Just trying to create a lot of texture, get the feeling of just kind of fluffy snow all around this squirrel. This is the really relaxing part for me because all I'm doing right now, I'm not really having to worry about detail. I'm just putting color down and getting my picture set up. Just doing a little drawing correction there. I think the nose needs to come out a little bit more. I'll fix that in just a minute. I want to go back to the tail.